Hello, Al. All right.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It has.
Yeah. I was away, but other Joe, stepped in, and that was lovely.
Yeah, it was nice to see it. Do you know what? Because Joe does so much work behind the scenes as well, being the founder as well for Liverpool Women Supporters Group. But not really that visible. So it was really nice to actually have a chat with her, see what she was all about.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm back. Can't get rid of me that easy.
yeah, no. Right, okay. So let's get on to it, shall we? Man United.
Yeah,
Mark Skinner obviously had big boots to fill with Casey Stoney at the beginning of, I think it was like June, July, I think she stepped down, and didn't she, at
yeah,
21. So he's had a season now and seems to be doing quite well, to be fair. What do you think of him?
yeah. Like he's done all right. He's done all right. There was definitely big question marks because he was okay at Birmingham. He got them
Hmm.
to their highest finish,
Yeah.
fourth. He had a terrible season at Orlando Pride.
Mm,
Which again, I don't know if that was necessarily his fault or if that was something else behind the scenes. But Orlando Pride had one of their worst seasons under
mm,
his tutorship. So a lot of people weren't sure because obviously Man United, as most clubs are, pushing to be a top flight club, getting
mm,
into Europe, Champions League, things like that, and
mm,
they didn't think he was quite the right man. And he had a shaky start of the season, but they've managed to capitalise well,
mm,
and yeah, he seems to have done a good job.
mm. I know, like a lot of the Man U fans that was talking to as well, they're very skeptical, I should say, at the beginning of the season. So yeah, I mean, look, let's get straight into it because obviously, Man U are third position now, and they're hoping to obviously, I think they're expecting to come and thrash us. To be honest, by what's going on Twitter, I think they are expecting to do that. So, but if I can get on, because there's something as well that's good for us, but bad for the individual players. Mac was on the bench against Birmingham.
Yeah,
And do we think Anna Lee will be the number one on when we play Menu?
I would. If I was Ollie, I would
Right.
because I was at the Birmingham game
Mm.
on Sunday, and Anna had a level of composure that Mac has been missing in the last couple of games. Um, so there were some times where the Birmingham players were coming straight forward, and instead of running out to meet them, which is what Mac does, and that's when people could get behind her and score, Anna stayed on her goal line and directed her defenders to do that.
Mm.
So she sent Kate and she sent Jilly and she sent Cisco Howard to do that for
Mm.
her, and then therefore she was the last line of defense, which is how a goalkeeper should be.
Mm.
So I personally would rather have Anna on that back line dealing with Ella Toon, Leah Galton.
I was going to say, you got Russo, you got a lot of them. You
Yeah,
know, it's going to, I don't
yeah,
think Staniforth's going to be playing, is she? So,
no,
no. But yeah, it's a tough one because you wasn't at the Chelsea match. Was you?
no.
So when I was watching, obviously, yeah, 4 goals went in, but and actually Lucy was really unlucky. Poor Parker really just lost focus for a second. I could
Yeah,
see it. It was just really frustrating. And obviously, you can't do that when you're playing the likes of
yeah,
Harder.
Chelsea.
You're going to pay for it, right? So she got the goal. But to be fair, Maka came so close. It wasn't, and she couldn't. I don't think she could have really done anything about those goals that went in. To be fair, but I can hear what you're saying. It's a really difficult one, but yeah, I mean, it's a great predicament for Ollie to be in, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah, and I think it's the first time we've really been in this position. We've had two outstanding goalkeepers.
yeah, no, absolutely. But if I was Ollie, I would prove Anna's had the ones with the most clean sheets.
Yep.
So she's got a higher precedent. So
Yeah.
I would go Anna if I was.
Okay, well, talking about clean sheets, though, a little bit the opposite, along with Arsenal as well, with only two teams still in the WSL that have scored in every home game. So, I'm looking forward to another couple of goals on Wednesday. So, okay, so what do you think? Who we got to look? Well, I know we got to look out for. Who we got to look out for?
But that's on Man U.
Manu.
So Ella Toon, hands down, first off.
Yeah,
Ella Toon.
yeah,
Though she's not been playing a striker for Skinner, he's been playing her more as a false number 9, which I think has worked superbly for her because
yeah,
her and Russo linking up is just magic. It's beautiful. If you're a Man United fan, you must be absolutely over the
yeah,
moon. Ella
yeah.
Toon's got so many assists this season, so she may not be banging them in, though she is scoring them. She is the assist queen for Man United at the moment, and she's working really well with Russo. Up front, Leah Galton is an absolute beast, both physically and up front. Like, again, scores great goal, scored 2 against Reading this weekend. Just gone, and is an absolutely dynamite player. And is very physically imposing as well. So those are my 2, I would say. And also, of course, Alicia Russo, who is cracking the England squad at the moment. And again, it's those 3. It's that diamond that we have got to watch out for.
Yeah, I mean, watching the game, I can't remember what day it was now. All the days are merging into one. So much football with the men's and the women's. But it was Anna Badje, when she had that cracking shot. It did actually go in to the net. Yeah. It did go over the line, I should say, and it come back out. And then obviously it was Galton, wasn't it? Sort of like run round the goalkeeper from a difficult angle and still scored as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you know, I love football, so they're the players that I'm going to be enjoy watching, to be fair. So, yeah, but, okay, who have they got to watch? If any Man U peeps are watching him.
So, Man U people you've got to watch is Leon is back. And she's back. And the way she was commanding the wing. So she and Svitkova, I mean, she was doing it sort of before her injury, but now she's sort of really made it. So her and Svitkova are pinging balls left and right. They are controlling that wing, changing space, things like that. So they are immense. And I'm going to say it's our favourite player, good old Kate Longhurst. Kate has taken a position that wasn't her favourite, wasn't the one that she's meant to be. She's supposed to be a midfielder, granted a defensive midfielder, but she's supposed to be a midfielder and more of a centre midfielder. Yeah. Due to injury and other things, she's had to go back. She's had to go back as more of a wing-back player, and she is thriving.
I know. I mean, everyone was going on about Yui, wasn't they, with that? Yeah. But she actually managed to keep the ball in and get it into the box. So Dagny, don't get me wrong, Dagny, it was superb, that touch, to be fair. Yeah. You know, that was not an easy goal to take as well. So the combination with them all, and I think you're bang on right. Obviously, where I sit as well, we're always looking at the wingers, and it's just a joy to watch. Absolute joy. Absolute joy.
Yeah, and also on Sunday, Lisa was so unlucky not to get a second.
Yeah.
She, again, is coming back from fitness and is becoming a great player. So we've got some great up-front players. We just need to watch our defence a bit.
Yeah, I know. There's always that, isn't there? And do you know what? Because you wasn't there as well, we had more people around us, new faces as well. Yeah. A couple of the away matches that I've been that you weren't at, actually. It seems like the matches that we're actually covering it all, because at least we're there at some of the matches. Yeah, some of the new faces that are coming along, was really nice to see them as well, joining in and sort of like making up all the new songs as well as we go along. So it's really nice to see us getting a really nice crowd as well coming along. And for the first time as well at home in Dagenham, it was really good to see the players were actually allowed to come and see everybody after. So all the young kids afterwards, there were people screaming out their heroes' names. It was just a wonderful thing to watch again. So there's me going off again on something completely different, but you know what I'm about. But so okay, so scoreline, they are gonna be very, very confident. I think they're going to be really confident with us. But I think it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be 2-2 actually.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a goal fest, and I do think that we'll be able to pull it back and get a point off of them. So yeah, definitely. I'm not as confident it's going to be 2-2. I'm actually going to probably go 1-1 maybe.
Ooh. You see, I think with the way they're scoring at the moment, we're going to come back at them. I do think we're going to come back at them. So that's why I think it's going to be 2 rather than just the 1. But anyway, yes, it's going to be a brilliant match no matter what. Yeah. You're not there, are you? Or are you?
No, it's another week. That's the thing. It's been postponed for
I know.
But I am going to be there for the away fixture.
Yes, okay, that's a brilliant one. I'll have to try and get up for that one. Right, okay, thanks, Al. What did I say thank you for? It's nice to see you back where you belong. Anyway, Al, I don't know, see, you've been away for a week. I've just been able to do what I want to do.